listen, not all of us won last week, but some of us that were struggling did get the win. And they also like to kick field goals. We got to shout out the host of North Sports Dynasty, our guy, Andrew Boobs Bowman. What up, Andrew?
What did I do?
They won. Florida won, baby. Let's go.
Who won? Florida won?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are we supposed to actually pay attention this year? Who did we play? Did we play like the sister team of UNLV Monroe or something? Did we decide to come up and play the Toronto varsity and almost lose by 3? Like, what the hell happened?
Oh, sorry, it was 2 weeks ago. You were on the bye last week.
That's what I thought. What I thought.
In the NCAA, you won for me. You won for me. I'm trying to give you some help, man.
I can't even win an NCAA with the Gators. Are we kidding me?
I understand. Yes. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hi. How we all doing?
Doing all right for Saturday.
I'm sorry. I'm on my cell phone because I have a very busy flipping day ahead of me. And then I saw that you guys were live. And then I was like, well, within the 20 minutes I have, I'll come in here. And now I'm down to 4 minutes because I feel as though like I'm like Gilbert Godfrey getting casted into Lion King. It's like, hey, can you wait on the side while all the other big people like talk here for a bit? Whoopi Goldberg is trying to do a monologue for sakes. And shut up. Like, your voice is so annoying. You're a Gator fan. Anyway.
Well, look, hey, while we got you the 4 minutes, there was a request for some more field goal videos. So when is the next one coming out, man?
Well, maybe today. I mean, like, it was planned today. I have to go pick up. What we got? Oh my God, I got bookshelves, I got bottles to go drop off, and then I gotta go pick up something for the pretty lady. And then, oh my God, when the kids are back from the field, that's what's kind of the plan, I think, was to do that. I can get some food in me. I gotta kick more field goals. And then someone said laces out. Listen, Ben that said laces out. Listen, I went over and watched videos because I was like, there ain't no way I've been doing this wrong for like 12 years of my life. I've hit field goals. I've hit people in the head too, trying to hit field goals, but I've also hit field goals. And I was like, and I've looked, it all actually depends. So now it depends on the weather. And if it's cold and stuff, I'm going to have to put the laces just like a little that way.
Yeah.
Just a little that way. But then I'm like, I've never had a holder that has ever actually done that for me either. Every time I've ever had I played in Thunder Bay, Ontario, where they were like, we run the ball. Who the hell kick? We have to kick for an extra field goal. Like Battistill, I love Battistill. Battistill was just like, Andrew can kick a fucking field goal. Andrew can go over there and kick a field goal. Do you not see? This guy's got more energy in him than most of us do in our back pockets, for crying out loud. Like, this kid, so I go up and kick a field goal. I got like 3 in a row. They put me at the 45. I hit it. And I was just like, I was just like, oh, that was pretty. How the hell did I do that? And then, then you start processing, like, okay, do what I just did. And then it shanks left and hits a coach like right in the chest. And you're like, oh. They're like, Andrew, don't do that again. They're like, do what you did the first time. I'm like,
I thought I did.
Yeah, right. That's what I was trying.
They're like, don't think about it. And I was like, oh, and then even Battistill was just don't think about it. Just go up there and kick. But screw all these guys. He's like, even when it's important, screw them. And every time I would do that, I would kick. And then, of course, when I'm on the video and I'm pressured by Alex to hit 18, God, my leg hurt the next day. Oh my God. Kim was just like, why are you limping? I'm like, why am I limping?
Right.
Kick 40 fucking field goals, that's all.
I kicked that ball 40 flipping times, ran back and forth to go pick him up. And then on top, like, I am 33 years old, okay? I may look like I am athletic. I am sort of athletic, but it is in short bursts.
Hey, I told you if you kick the ball and hit those people, I would knock it down a couple. You declined. So
they were at like 60. Do I look like Brandon Aubrey to you? I'm not hitting them from 63. Barely hit it from 40. You watch the videos. Like less than 50% for crying out loud. I gotta do so much better.
But you still did more than I know I can do. I guess.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do that. So
I can't kick that. So.
And to you, man. That's also the reason why I do it is because as much as we all know the pressure of it, if my daughter or my son are ever going to play football and be like, listen, do you want to be the highlight of a party one time and literally do nothing for the rest of the season? I got a job for you.
There it is.
Best make sure you hit when it matters, because otherwise
Well,
you ain't the life of the party.
yeah, because
Or you're the scapegoat.
or if you're like me,
game on a last second field goal where a kicker missed it, and yeah,
I was how do I say this nicely? I was too indulged in other adult activities at a very young age when I went back for my 5th year of high school to play football. I lasted 2 games and said, screw this.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we went to the championship, lost by a field goal.
Oh.
And I'm like standing, like as my team is walking out too, like I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I just kind of like, you look at people like everybody knows. But that one guy, I think it was like Brandon Corrado or something like that. I can never remember his name. And he just looked at me and just like, yeah, you would have been really useful here, Andrew. Thanks. I was just like, I'm aware. I made choices in my life and stuff like that. But made for one hell of a reunion in the bathroom, though. We're all like sitting there crying at the 10-year reunion. We're like, we all should have rings on our fingers.
Oh my goodness. Well, look, we know there's a team that could use your help, and it's your Gators. They could use a kicker. Look, 2-2. They're going up against another Florida-based team in Central Florida this week. Central Florida, one of the best rushing teams going out. We had you in here a couple weeks ago talking about, is Napier out? Can he get the dub? He was able to get the win, but you see this game going forward, and it doesn't get any easier. What are your thoughts, man?
It's like I said, it's a struggling season. We're gonna show up against some of these mid-tier, lower-tier teams. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna watch really anything until I see what we can do up against, SEC competition or Big 12 competition here and stuff like that, or the Mountain West, for crying out loud. It's one of those things again.
Better than the Big 12 this year.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, if there was a way that the scheduling wasn't done 5 years in advance, I think that our team would be better off playing every week against, say, a Clemson or a Louisville or Kansas State. The teams that are going to be ranked anywhere between 11, 10, all the way down to 25 are unranked, but still very, very good. I don't want these gimme teams anymore because, again, this is the Gators. This is a profound and pristine organization where we have millions of dollars and we make sure that the fan base literally is blonde-haired on the one side. And, like, it's ridiculous. They try to keep the image of the Gators, and believe me, I'm not for that. I'm for this. I like what they put on the field. I don't like the whole other side of it, but even what they're putting on the field is very sporadic and it's not working. And I just feel as though, again, if you get a coach in there, Billy Napier just seems like he's there for the paycheck and he's there for the namesake of it all for a bit, and that is it. And I just want them to go out and get somebody who's going to add a little bit of juice. Go get somebody from the damn NFL who is going to be rejected, and like Jim Harbaugh was for a bit. Bring them to a nice culture for 5 or 6 years, win a natty, send 20 players to the draft, and call it a day. Like that's what I'm at this point. And I don't even care if it's okay, Urban Meyer is a different story because we already went through that mess. But like, I'm almost ready for anybody else.
Won you a national championship.
Right, as
not Jim.
Does Tebow have any eligibility left? Package deal.
Not Jim. Give me Johnny. Give me Johnny Manziel. Give me the new age. Maybe not Johnny, obviously, but give me the new age.
Swamp Kings version 2.
Right? Yeah. give me the new age, like why can't I think of his name there? Was it Pierce, the Raiders' new head coach there?
Antonio Pierce, yeah.
You gotta just get me a damn gator for crying out loud. Go see what Brandon Spikes is doing.
Probably have him.
What's that?
If you're willing to deal with a 1-year suspension, you could probably have him.
Well,
if the Raiders suck.
The fact that Warren Sapp is on the Colorado team, just go do something unorthodox at this point. Like go get someone from the 2000-2001 Gators, you know what I mean? And just throw them in there and fine. I'm going to have a competition. We're going to go weight for weight. And if you can't compete with me, you're cut.
Let me throw this out there.
Yep.
What if, so we're going outside the box. What if you bring in somebody that's personally invested in Florida college football, but maybe doesn't go to the school that he played at? And Shedeur and Travis are going pro, and Dion.
But Dion's already going to FSU, so.
Well, what if FSU doesn't take him? Florida, that you can stick it to him?
So here's my thing. Okay, so I guess this is the college show, and I guess I should just say it on the college show. Whoever drafts Shedeur is going to hate the next 4 to 5 years of their life. And I'm not necessarily saying talent on the field. I'm saying all that other stuff that's going to happen.
The watch stuff. Yeah.
The watch stuff. The not shaking the hands with Brandon Fowler Nikolai. Braden Fowler Nikolai, the Colorado State quarterback.
Yeah,
there.
I was like, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
No.
Which, by the way, if you guys, but apparently that guy could be a next Taysom Hill type.
Oh.
There's some talk and some things that he's been doing apparently like behind the scenes where a couple of teams have yeah. Like a couple teams have been like, hey, wait a second, like you got this weird ability, and he's like, yeah, but I ain't showcasing it off in college here. This is something that, but I do not. If I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and for some odd reason something happens, and Shedeur Sanders falls into your lap, and Dion's like, hey man, listen, my son's gonna be great on the game. Let me tell you what, man, I may only have one leg coming, but my son's got two. And he's going to run all over that field for you. I don't want the drama. He is dramatic. He's going at the dude who recorded the interaction with the Colorado State quarterback, and he's going at him at practice being like, oh, you that dude that recorded me. He's like, nah, man, that ain't cool. And the dude on Instagram was like, no, that's legit. That's you, dude. That has to be recorded. This is what I'm paid to do. He has an attitude like his dad, and I get it. And he's got talent like his dad, and I get it. But at the same time, how many teams did his dad play for?
Yep.
Because everybody loves and I'm going to say this, but everyone loves the crazy lady or the crazy dude at the party, okay? Everybody thinks it's a great thing to have until you bring it home for 2 or 3 years, and you're like, I don't know if I want to deal with this drama anymore.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too much for me here. And it's nothing to do with his talent. It's just the fact that it's going to be too much depending on the market. And it's no different than Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
It's no different than Randy Moss. They all have that type. Yeah, they all have that type of mentality. And if the Giants draft him, that's going to just keep them down. I mean, him and Neighbors, though, would be insane.
Holy shit.
Would be. But
now,
we all know
he's used to not playing in front of an offensive line, so.
Well, and we all know Dion said that he will veto certain places. He said he's not going here, he's not going there. That's why I think Jerry's World might be perfect. A place that's just big enough.
I don't think so anymore. Only because
with money, so
that's the thing. Yeah. And the way that the NIL is now, Shedeur can be drafted first round pick, say by the Dallas Cowboys, but then the problem is they'll just turn around, keep him on the bench for 2 years, and he doesn't get, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't get the full value of the first round pick because he's sitting. He still technically has to play in order to get certain guarantees.
A lot of it goes to that the 5th year option is all
That as well.
incentive based and
Yeah. So if you're
stats
sitting for
games
2
played.
years and you're not proving, and then all of a sudden you go in for 3 games after your second year for the Dallas Cowboys, who are now in a retooling situation, your value is going to just deplete, just like Bryce Young's technically has right now as well. So he, in my opinion, has 3 destinations. And I think the one destination that they're trying to make sure is vetoed is the Cleveland Browns. Is I don't think that Dion wants his son going to the Browns, obviously, because 1, it's outside. 2, they're not planning to necessarily build a domed arena for the next foreseeable future, which I think is like 4 or 5 years. And 3, it's Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I think the Giants he would also veto, but I also think he would accept the fact that it's New York market because he would get the top dollar.
I think it would depend on the coach.
Also that as well. Because I don't think if it's Chip Kelly wouldn't go back there, but if it's a Lincoln Riley or something like that, I don't think he'd go. But if it's a proven head coach that somebody has been coveting for a little bit here, I could see that. But it to me, it just seems like they want him to go to the Raiders. And it just seems that what the Raiders are doing right now is everything to put themselves in a position for next year. Because you got the head coach, he's got the personality. He already came out, what was it, week 3 or week 4, and said people are making business decisions. And now the people who have made business decisions that he hasn't said outright, are not playing. Zamir White, Devontae Adams, Max Crosby. So
Crosby's playing this week, but
I mean, with the injury and stuff. But the Crosby situation is starting to peak up too, where he's like, well, if this is going to be dramatic, and Pierce is like, no, you're going to be dramatic if you're going to start talking to the media. We're trying to build something here. We understand what we have here. We have an 8-9, 9-18. That's it. We don't have anything crazy. We're not competing.
Wow.
So Shedur's going to go to the Raiders, and I think that would probably be the only place that would actually make it work for 4 or 5 years, where the attitude and the off the field stuff would all probably be okay because he's in Vegas. But I don't want him on the Bucs. I don't want the Lions to randomly come up and be like, hey, here's our quarterback after Jared Goff. I don't want, if you didn't have Jaden Daniels, I wouldn't want him on your team. Even we have a lot of friends in these groups, I don't want him on the Falcons. I don't want him on the Cowboys. I don't want him on the Steelers. I don't want him on the Cardinals. I don't want him on who else? You know what I mean? I don't want him on our friends' teams. I want him somewhere else.
Do we not have any Raiders fans? Is it Ben a Vegas guy?
I don't think we.
But he's a Bucs fan.
Team, yeah,
he's a Bucs fan. He's a Bucs
fan. We could put him on the Saints if we really want to, but no, I'm just kidding.
No, I see. That's the thing. Even with all the off the field stuff, I don't think you want to see him go to a division team. I think he's that good still.
That's the thing. Is you put him on again? Like I said, you put him on the Giants with Neighbors. Damn. You put him on the Raiders with, when they trade Devontae, and even still with just Brock Bowers and some of the pieces they will put around him. Damn.
Well, and the other interesting thing is, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Travis Hunter is essentially trying to force his way to the Broncos. So you get Shedeur with the Raiders, Travis Hunter with the Broncos. I mean, his thing for the Broncos is, I don't want to move too far, and I like the fishing spots around here. That's why he wants to stay with the Broncos. But he's got good reasons why he's trying to force his hand there.
Broncos are also probably going to be in one of the better positions if you think about it in the draft, where they're going to have a top 10 pick more than likely, but they might even have a close to top 5, top 6 pick where they might be in one of those positions where it's like someone could trade up for a quarterback. And it could be someone coming from 8 just to get over a divisional rival, someone from 9 or something like that. And Travis Hunter could still technically be available there. I don't think so, but he still could technically. If teams decide to go positional, say like the 2 tackles, the 2 edge rushers, even the 1 guard.
Quarterbacks.
Yeah, and then the Carson Beck and Shedeur, and then probably another one.
Ewers.
Yeah, I could see Ewers. So then,
maybe Milrow.
right? Milrose going to start coming up there. So then all of a sudden, depending if NFL teams value the fact that he will play both ways in the NFL, the guy's not going in the top 5 respectively just because those 2 tackles, in my opinion, have more value to them than Travis Hunter does. 2 needy teams like that. If the Giants aren't grabbing a quarterback, there's your damn tackle. If the Patriots aren't grabbing a quarterback, there's your damn tackle.
We've only talked the offensive side. You still have James Pierce Jr., Mason Graham, Will Johnson. There's other key defenders sitting there too. So
I wonder though if these teams will. I know he has expressed that he wants to play both ways, but I wonder if these teams say to him, "And no, look, you're going to be either one or the other." Because I love him at Denver. Because I mean, you guys 2 lockdown corners, him and Surtain. I mean, that'd be great.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So do you let him play offense?
The other guy, the reason it would probably Denver makes the most sense now because unless he does go, and I hate to say this, dude, unless he goes to the Saints, because then he could probably do both ways on the Saints and have Olave and himself be like a third target with Rashid down in the slot. That does make good sense.
And
there.
Lattimore and Kool-Aid
exactly.
Good Lord.
And if you just put him in a position where he doesn't have to be like the number 2 corner, technically, he can come in, be a nickel if he has to, be a man-to-man shutdown if he has to, and then put him on the offensive side if he has to, then you're starting to get the value out of him. So that's why Denver makes sense. That's why the Saints make sense. That's why doing just a quick little skim in my head. I mean, Buffalo technically would make sense, but I think he would say F that in a second. Houston would make sense. I just think that would be too much talent in that wide receiver room where someone would eventually have to go.
Him and Stingley at corner, though. Holy shit.
I thought that mean goodness.
Come on, man.
Yeah, just teams like that. Even him on Detroit.
Colts.
The Detroit.
Oh, man, if we traded up for him, I'd lose my damn mind.
That's the thing, though. Look at
being coached by Aaron Glenn. What?
That would be think of it. Think of it though.
Carlton Davis,
if you are the Lions and you literally trade up for the guys that you want and you don't give a damn like that, they've proven that now. We're going to take the running back at 12 where everyone was like,
Gibbs.
You take Jahmyr Gibbs at 12. What are you doing? Did anybody just watch the last game?
Yeah.
Just saying. Exactly. And then they've got, Jack Campbell and Hawkinson, not Hawkinson.
Laporta.
Thank you. And all those guys, they actually go up and get early. If Detroit is sitting there and they were to call.
Traded up for Terry and Arnold this year, too.
Just going another quick skim of the league. So let's just say it is who's got a quarterback already that we were just talking about? The Patriots. Okay. The Patriots have the 3rd, maybe 4th overall pick. Okay. And all of a sudden the Lions call you and say, we'll give you pick 32. We'll give you next year's 1st overall pick and the year after that's 1st overall pick. And I'll even throw in a 3rd and possibly Rodriguez just to give you a middle linebacker and just to make the trade big on draft day. I want Travis Hunter. Call it in.
And the best part about that would be the draft being in Green Bay.
Yeah. See, Alex is just making this a reality.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
So, anyways, I got to get out of here. I got a lot of stuff to do. Like I said, I just wanted to pop in. I wanted to say hi. I wanted to throw my Shedeur Sanders thing in there. Obviously, go Gators for as far as that'll take me. And hope obviously you guys are doing good. And to the rest of y'all, I love you. I miss you. Sorry NSD hasn't been around. I'm trying to do the family life a little bit more. That's why I'll pop into things when I see them live like this. I might go kick some field goals later today because the kids like to go out and they really actually like that. They were like, what did everybody say? Does everybody like me? And I was like, everybody hates you. So, no, I'm just kidding. I would never say that to my kids. How dare I? I'm a monster. Yeah, you'll see me around. I'm going to hope get NSD going up here again really, really soon once everything is kind of like in place and I have more time, which more time is coming. So, but secretly, most of my time, and I ain't even going to lie, has been working on the Nostalgia Show. So,
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of people have been reaching out saying, "Listen, hey, you want to do a TV movie show for us, please? That'd be great." And I'm like, I'm working on it. I'm trying very hard to make it humorous, but also informative and make people cry. My whole entire mission for these shows is to make people cry, except for myself because I cry every time. Just bring the tears. All right, guys, love you. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, later, dude. Thanks for hopping
All
on.
right, man. Yeah. Let's go.